Today's Wednesday.
Mm.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Welcome
Today either
Yeah,
come
bye.
everyone
tomorrow or Friday.
to Money Talk Show. That's right, the show where we have time, right there, to talk about money. Tonight, we are having our second training party with many great hosts to reintroduce you to as they highlight what to look forward to for upcoming shows, along with many great topics coming together to make you have the cash to bring your goals to life. So let the fun begin as we throw another get together talking about money.
Yes, that one.
Woohoo! Woohoo! That's right, baby. Welcome, everyone, to Money Talk Show. If you enjoy the show, please don't forget to hit that like button on YouTube. This upvote helps the algorithm send our content out to new people, building our audience, people like you. But also subscribe if you feel like joining the Money Talk Show family, then hitting that bell icon to all so that you can see more of us in your feed by seeing our premieres or joining our live streams. But I am going to very quickly have my monologue and talk right over to the others. Money for a happy life. Woohoo! Money is required. Money for a comfortable world. Say, oh, with that, I am going to hand it over because I realized that was yours. I don't want to read yours. With that, I'm going to hand it over to our first hostess so they can tell you more about not only what money means to them, but what are the upcoming events and what are the topics that are going to make you financially successful? With that, we're going to...
Okay. Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Hey,
Okay.
Mr. Walker.
Hello, Alex,
Hi.
Yasmin, Amy, and for all of you lovely people out there that are watching or listening to us right now. A pleasant good day to you all. You know, we are don't the sound it sounds like we're having fun, right?
Indeed. We are having fun because we are talking about money and what it takes to be successful. And so we have, like Glenroy was saying, we have fantastic hosts. We have Yasmin, Alexandra, Monique here, as this is our second trading party having fun. We have many amazing upcoming events and a lot more episodes. This is just the beginning. And
And I,
so,
and I think we should have I think we're having like uh a, another host joining us today too, and I think that person should be sharing, I think sharing somebody's screen like how um Alex is sharing and
Okay.
And Yasmin is sharing together. So I think we have a little surprise. Not sure if the person is still coming on.
Okay. The other host is not available at the moment. We have a little car issue, and so he went to have that fixed. But before we even go into that and we start to talk about what it is that we need to do in order to be financially stable within this economy, whether it be overseas, in England, in Jamaica, wherever it is in the world, I have a question that I would like to throw out there. And you guys out there can also comment and tell us what you think, and we will see your responses. So, my question is this: what point in your life do you think is a proper time to start your family, whether it be that you are doing it single or with your spouse? What
Hold
point
on.
in your life?
Did you say doing it single?
Yes, you do have persons that are our that
Oh
would
yeah.
prefer to go through. You have a
Surrogacy.
question? Right, you do have persons that are out there that will go through the hospital way, the surgical way of getting pregnant because they're up in age, and that's them looking after their child by themselves, and because they think it's time now that they're able to produce. And then you do have others that want to do it with a partner. So I'm asking now, regardless of whatever your choice is, at what age do you think is a right age to start a family? And does it matter if it is that you are financially stable or struggling? I would love to hear you guys come back on that.
There is no right age. It differs for every single person. You have
Mm-hmm.
persons who are young and in love and wanting to start a family now. You have others who are still single in their younger ages and they're not interested in starting a family right now. But also, you have people who are much older in their 30s, probably have a biological clock on their bodies and they need to consider having children now, so they take certain measures. But really, it just really depends on the person and what stage they are in life right now.
Some people do say that when you have a child, a lot of people don't think about the financial side of things because they just say, I want to start a family with the person that I love because I want to extend the love. And a lot of people don't understand that. People never used to have kids and think, how am I going to afford a child? That's in life today. 10, 15, 20 years ago, people would have children out of love because they want to start a family and extend the love. But now the cost of living, paying bills, and everything's come up on top of us. And it's like we're working to always constantly be okay and financially have some form of stability, that now children are in question. Like, I can't have a child now because I can't afford to have a child now. That never used to be a topic of. If I asked my grandmother today, she had 9 children. If I was to say, did you have 9 kids thinking about the money? She would always say no. I had 9 children because I wanted to extend my family. And now, oh my God, I can't have more than one because I cannot afford to have more than one because lifestyle has changed and there's money in everything now.
Kids are
I
expensive.
really,
Very,
I
very.
really appreciate. I really appreciate those responses. And as a mother myself as well, I have one child, and where it is right now in the economy, I'm not so sure if I would even go again unless I have like a steady spouse, or
That's me.
or in a proper relationship. But we do have those persons though that have animals, and they love their animals as much as they love children. And that would be my Amy right here. Amy, I want you to tell me a little bit.
uh,
I'm sorry, Yasmin.
It's so true because I'm a mum myself,
Uh
and I
huh.
had a daughter at 26. It wasn't planned, but at the same
Mm-hmm.
time, I'm not complaining. But now when somebody says to
Right.
me, "Do you want any more kids?" I literally say, "Buy me a dog," because I can't afford to have another child, putting the child through school, health,
Mm-hmm.
everything else is way too much. As a single mother, I physically cannot afford to have
Uh
any more
huh.
children. But I can have a dog though.
I
Oh,
like
I love
dogs.
that.
We have a dog here.
Right, jump in, Amy. I would love to hear. We're going to save Mr. Walker for last because he is a part of the generation before us, and then we're going to hear what he has to say. So, Amy, tell me a little bit
what
about.
happened? You have to tell people my age. What
No, I
happened?
did not. I
Yeah,
did
that's
not.
what you did. You talk about generation.
All right,
Okay.
Mr. Walker is a part of the Generation Z, so we're about to get his update
That's
right
right.
after Amy. Amy, jump right in and tell us a little bit about you choosing, or if it is that you're waiting to have kids, or just give us a little idea, nothing too in depth.
Thank you so much. It is probably a similar answer. I'm noticing a trend in that you want, in the back of your head, you go, well, I want a kid, but then you're like, well, baby food actually costs like 10 times more than a soda. And you're like, diapers
Damn.
don't have like, I'm trying to remember the Eminem lyric where it's like, in food stamps, don't buy diapers. And so there are a number of things that, um, although I have become more financially successful because of my education and because of my career path,
Mm-hmm.
it is still a hike. I still have that debt payment.
Right.
Let me tell you, the one thing that you cannot ever get rid of is a college debt here, because like they'll be like, oh, you could die, we'll find people attached to you and bill them. We're like, okay, that's a little excessive, but and so I am very much it's interesting. I didn't used to get into politics and all this. After learning, there's multiple different words that the certain fractions that may not like a more younger ideology say is you need to appreciate family and community. And
Okay.
I understand why those are very important. I think that building a family is one of the most important things we can do, whether it is through blood or through a found family. And I think that a community is just an extended family. And so, to long wise answer your question, you are correct. In a weird way, I would go to the ends of the earth. If like someone took my cat or my dog, like I would probably John Wick, maybe not hurt people, but like I would go to the ends of the earth. And I imagine, I am told that it is like that times 1,000 for a kid. And so eventually I would like to have that with my partner.
I love
What we
that.
sorry, what we do as well when we're as mothers and as parents, even if we're going shopping, we tend to now
Mhm.
start to put our children first and oh they'd like that, let's buy that for them, and stop getting things for ourselves. Or if you go supermarket shopping and you've only carried a certain amount of money, you know what, I'll leave that because I don't need that, but then my daughter loves yogurt, so I might as well just buy her the yogurt, and instead of getting myself this, we put our children first. So financially, your children
Reprioritize.
always come first.
Right.
And a lot of women these days, they're very career driven. I don't have time to have a child because I need to become a lawyer. I don't have time to have a child because I want to be, successful and independent and not rely on anybody. And then that's what strains the body clock and put people in boxes when it comes to timing of having children. And first thing people say these days when it comes to having kids is, I can't afford to have a child. I really
And
can't.
then you do have those persons, that actually do run down the careers, and get in there, and then they miss the age where they can actually bring an healthy child. So they go into adoption, and then you have those that are on the verge of making the careers, and then they go into artificial insemination. So now, Mr. Walker, you're up. Please to share with us your thoughts.
I'm wondering if this topic that we are talking about, I want to see how can we make some money from this topic? Is this helping us
Oh,
to save some money, to make some money? Tell me how this topic is working right now for us
okay,
to.
so we're talking about persons and when they choose to do it, like do they have to do have a child after they've made their career, that is them making money, or are they okay with having a child before they have reached anywhere within their career?
Okay. I say that um over 50% of the people that have children out of ignorance, especially the people of the past, like our parents, grandparents, foreparents, out of ignorance, because it worked out good for us now, for the children that came into this world. It didn't work out good for a lot of them. Maybe 90% of them it didn't work out good for. But
Mhm.
that was how the system set up. Is like certain communities or certain ethnic group or certain nationality, they like to have a lot of children. That's how they build their population and so forth. But I believe that a lot of children that were born into this world were born out of ignorance. Not the parents were not properly prepared to bring those children into this world, and that is one of the reasons why this platform is going to be a platform for people to learn about the next generation, and for us to to educate the next generation how the proper way to go about relationship, the proper way to go about bringing children into this world, because you should not bring a child into this world and you are not prepared for that child. That
Mm.
child well-being, you are responsible for that child from day one up until the age of 18 legally, and
Mhm.
sometimes it can be extending further. So you have to make sure that you have the proper fund, whether it's gonna be you alone
Mhm.
or it is a second or third party. You should be prepared before you think of bringing a child into this world. And a lot of these young ladies that are getting pregnant, and those men out there that are going around the place giving women children, most of them are very ignorant. Some of them is very wicked. You understand? And basically, they should not be doing that. It's like they are spreading a virus. You
Are
understand?
you referring to the Caribbean
No,
island?
I'm not referring to any
Okay, so
specific
you're
place.
just generalizing.
Wherever
Just
that is going
that's
on.
your opinion, though, right? This is just an opinion. So for the viewers who are watching, this
Yes.
is an opinion of Mr. Walker, because a
But
lot of
I
people agree, and some people may be offended with like the words ignorancy and stuff being used.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
but you
And of
also have to look back on our parents. Our parents, they are having a dozen children, and they were not able to feed them. Don't that you think is ignorance?
they had children out of love,
They had, yeah. I mean,
and
once you
it
bring love
wasn't what
into
it is
it,
today.
Yeah.
exactly.
So
And
is ignorance, because how can
ignorance, I'd say it's culture.
huh?
I wouldn't say it's ignorance. I would say it was the culture.
and in a
No,
second I have a good question for all of
it's
you.
not
Can we
culture.
hold
It's
on,
not
guys?
culture.
Guys, hold on, guys. Let's have Amy. Amy's been raising her hand for a little bit.
Oh,
Let's
you're
have
Okay.
good.
Amy ask her question real quick.
Well,
And,
so
and, and, and hold on, by the way, um, you are talking about some people might be offended. People need to be offended. If you are doing something and you're not doing it right, they need to be offended. That's what this platform is about. This platform is about, and if they don't want to watch this program again, they don't have to watch this program again. We are here to make sure that we educate people into every different aspect of life, and to help people to build that generational legacy. So if you're gonna take offending them to help them to do something better in the past, you understand? Then we are going to do that. And it's just that most people do not even like to hear the truth.
Amy, sorry.
Amy,
Okay,
no,
Amy.
I'm gonna say the same thing I love in debates. I'm enjoying the back and forth. But so what would you all, and I'll hand it back over to Monique in a second because she started us off. What does it mean to you to be financially independent?
okay. So to be financially independent means that you're in a steady job and you're investing your money as well, right? So you make your money work for you. So that is where we're gonna be heading into now. So we have these, we choose now to have kids, and we might have kids outside of wedlock, might have children that are not
Yeah.
what that's not in a very rich environment, but we can actually make different choices when we have these kids to ensure that their lives are better, and to ensure that we secure a future slash empire for them as well. Do my panelists agree with this?
Of course.
Financially independent means that you really have to be rich. That means
I
you
mean,
can be able to.
Which is relevant.
That means to say you can afford every single thing that
defense.
you need. That is my
relevant.
definition of financially independent. That you can be able to afford everything.
No, rich is literally relevant to each individual. Because you're rich and my rich is two different
Rich
things.
is
Well,
Thank
rich is the
And
same
we
rich.
have
I guess
comfortable
financial
people that
independence
live
also
comfortable.
comes from like what you want out of life. You being able to afford what you want, the level of if you want 2 houses, 3, 4, 5, or you just want one.
You're happy with the
you're,
one.
You're happy with one. You want one car. You're just happy with it. That's
Okay,
financial.
and I agree with you, Alex, that it
Purpose.
depends. It's a definition. It's an individual thing. What is your richness? But richness, though, the question that was asked is about financially independent. If you are financially independent, Monique, you should be able to can afford anything that you want within your richness. You understand? So
But
if
would
it's
you
just one house
consider
you want, if it's just one house you want, you should be able to can afford it. If it's just one car you want, you should be able to afford it. But like my richness now, it could be that I want 10 houses.
Yeah, that was my point. That was
Right. So
So to be rich
being
is to
able to
ensure that you
afford.
have your money. Let's define this.
no. You don't have to have your money at any specific place. As long as you are financially independent, it doesn't mean you don't have to say where you have your money or where you're getting it from. Financially independent means that you are financially independent, whether you have it under your mattress, whether you have it in a susu, whether you have it in the bank, in whatever financial institution, which is the worst place to keep your money anyway. But you don't have to have it, and you are just financially independent. When you want to buy something, you go and purchase it. When you want to fly to wherever you want to go, you just go and get it. So I don't think we should actually talk about where to have it.
Okay.
Yeah, but it no matter where you have it, as long as you are financially independent, you are financially independent.
hmm Okay. I really appreciate your views, Mr. Walker. And honestly, there were some stuff to learn from what you have said, and we thank you so much for sharing that with us. Yasmin, do you have anything to say? We're coming up to
Yeah,
closing.
relating this back to having children and the whole question,
Mm-hmm.
financial freedom for mothers, you're never financially free. It doesn't matter what you do and how much you work, you still have a bill to pay when you have a child. So, like Mr. Walker said, you can have 10 houses or one house. As a parent, when you have children, you're always working for the next amount, for your child to be better, right?
But that should not have been your responsibility. That should not be in any mind.
We're parents. That is our first responsibility in
Yeah,
life.
but what I'm saying, for us to be thinking like that is because of what society is throwing down at us. If a man and a woman are two persons, should basically bear the responsibility of bringing children into this world, and
Remember,
it should never.
Some parents choose. You have parents that are now single parents that have through
Yeah.
surrogacy. They choose.
Yeah, yes, I understand that, but you should not do that. Bring no child into this world until that child can be properly taken care of. When I say properly taken care of, in every sense of life. So when you get pregnant or so forth, if it's not a person there to help you to balance that and so forth, And first of all, um, even regarding to getting pregnant, I believe that before a woman should ever consider giving a man a child, they should make sure that woman should make sure that if that man walk out of her life after she get pregnant or before the child is born, that there's a security involved, security is in place to make sure that child is taken care of. And I think the woman, I think the woman basically, um, they, they, I think the women really sell themselves short. Basically, a lot of times when you end up having children, and I know it's no fault of your own, but if the women were putting certain things in place and to let us men know that, look here, you can't get certain things. You can't. I'm not gonna have a child for you until certain things are in place. Trust me, a lot of the way that the men behave, they would have to change their attitude and their perspective and everything in life. You women have the key for everything, but most of the women are not utilizing the key that you have and the diamond and the gold and everything that you have.
Well, the truth is, though, Mr. Walker, and I really appreciate your view on that and you bringing that to the point. But the truth is that varies within society. Yes, there is the key, but then you do have different societies that where women are treated a certain way, and that becomes the norm. And so their expectations of men becomes different. They're either looking for men to provide everything, or they're not looking for men to provide anything at all. But this is coming to a closing, and we thank everyone for their
You keep
views,
you
their
keep saying
advice.
you keep saying coming to closing. What do you mean?
And are we doing this for 30 minutes, or are we pause? Are we
No, we
continue?
said an hour and 30 minutes.
Oh, you said an hour. Oh, well, then this is no closing then. And let's just
We're not
continue
moving
with
on
the
to the next topic.
okay. So now that we have spoken about the proper age of having a child and what it is that surrounds that, we can also now move into, after you have this child now, what are the investment possibilities that you will suggest a parent to go into to ensure the future of this child, of these
Life insurance.
children?
Life
and
insurance.
and remember that now is our personal, that definitely is our personal what you call it now, um
Opinion,
idea. What was that?
Idea.
personal ideas and opinions.
Yeah, because we are going to be getting professional people. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are watching us or listening to us right now, remember this is our training party tool. So when you say training party, that means to say we are trying to get the feel of this platform, this podcast. And by the way, for those of you, as Amy had said before, subscribe, like, share, and all of those. And we are making announcement that this is gonna be one of the largest podcast community that you guys are going to be a part of. So I would like you guys to, because we are here to talk about money. We are here to talk about every different aspect of your life that is going to be affected. We are here to help to bring professionalism and some of these things that you hear us talking about right now that we don't have the proper answers to. We are going to be bringing on professional people to be able to guide us in talking about some of these different things, how we can better the next generation, better our lives presently. So we are talking about the past, the present, and the future. So I know Monique have some different topics that we are gonna be going over today to let you guys to sort of let you guys have an idea of the different subjects that we are gonna be dealing with in the future. Right, Monique?
Sister Walker.
So we are okay. So all right. While Monique is, are you searching? Are you still looking on your notepad and those kind of things? You know, we can make any mistake too
And
right now.
well,
Right, I know, but what I'm talking about, what I want you to jump into is the possible investment. So you can know, because you are here and you have done it, you can share with us like an idea as to what persons that are starting from nothing, what can they do to change their life around, turn it around so that they can start seeing some monies.
yeah,
What are your
Okay.
suggestions?
jumping
Okay.
off what she said, yeah, what is the best advice you could give to a young person trying to be
Right.
financially successful?
Wow. Okay. So if what I can tell them what not to do is to put their money in the bank. And don't put your money in the bank. Don't put your money in insurance. Although insurance company is a form of building generational legacy. That's what most of the different generation that are very successful in this time have
Mhm.
used over the years is insurance. Because do you know that my community, which is we will call ourselves all right, the African descendants are some people might call it black, brown, or whatever. There's really those are definitions that we are going to have on this platform to be able to describe ourselves, and we have to teach the world who we are. But we are gonna say the children from the continent of Africa. So listen to this now. In the United States, I can talk about the United States. I don't know too much around about the different part of the world now. Maybe in Jamaica, you guys might have this a very similar investment or savings program. But you will hear a lot of people. Most of our people have their money in the bank.
Mm-hmm.
No, 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 no. Under your mattress? No, no. So? No, no, no. Or insurance company, whether they call it um, Flex Life, Universal Life, Variable Life, Term Life, Whole Life, is all of those things are really not a good place for people to put their
Just
money.
please don't tell me you're about to say gold. Just get
No.
Okay, good.
Well, although gold and silver is the whole world is going back to gold and silver right now. That's why most of the countries, like places like Russia, is actually giving their all of their citizens the opportunity to buy gold freely right now, gold and silver.
So you are saying buy gold.
You can, if you have the money, but gold is very expensive now. The best place, if you want to buy something similar to gold, would be silver. But I am saying those of you that are living in Canada and the United States right now, there's a program by the name of Index Universal Life. Is the only place that you can put your money that you have a control over. You cannot lose your money in Index Universal Life. That means the reason why you cannot lose your money, because it is not subjected to the stock market, and it also have a floor. Floor means that it have a cap and it have a floor. No other insurance or savings or investment program is like the Index Universal Life, because it is the only program that means when you put in your money in there, you make money plus compound interest, and even if the market goes down, your money you cannot lose a cent that you already put in or get on top of that. Every other program and everywhere else that you put your money, you can lose it. You can, if you don't lose your principal, you can lose back your interest or some form of your saving. The only place that give you that protection is Index Universal Life, and you guys can research that. So the information, you can go on Google. You can actually call us at that number that you see, 646-688-5554. We can educate you more on that. Otherwise, it would be like real estate. Real estate, you cannot go wrong with real estate. And especially in the Caribbean, and different part of the world, you invest your money in real estate. But the question goes back now to a young person growing up. Just graduate from college, graduate from high school, and really start to work. It's hard. It's so hard for me to understand.
I was gonna say, imagine they don't have any land or any gold.
Okay, but here the thing, Amy. They are in the 9 to 5 job situation, right?
Sure.
Okay, so they got to be in a very good 9 to 5 job situation, because most of the people, 90% of the people, as a matter of fact, 80% of the people in this world are basically marginalizing close to minimum wage. All right, in the United States right now, majority of the people are actually making under $50,000 US per year.
Indeed.
You understand? It is so hard, and that's the reason why we have so many people that are retiring in poverty. And
We
that
need
is
health care like they have up there.
where
In the UK. Or anywhere that has some sort of, because
but here what happened, those healthcare come with a crutch. They come with a crutch,
no, that's
and
the problem.
sometimes
It doesn't come with a crutch.
and sometimes
tip your waitress.
and sometimes that's what trap most of our people, why they are retiring in poverty. Oh, I have a good insurance that cover my, as soon as I cough, as soon as my teeth hurt, as soon as my eye hurt. But look here, can you retire? Can you retire if you stay into that job? So what I promote, Amy, I promote doing your own thing.
Sure.
I promote, unless you are into a company that give you the opportunity that you can make your salary, that base, and give you the opportunity to make incentive. So that is the only type of 9 to 5 that I would encourage. You have a base, and you can be able to make commission on top of your base. So if you are gonna continue to depend on that one 9 to 5 job, unless you are like in the 10% of the people in the world making over 100,000 US dollars or 100,000 pounds or more, then you can find yourself actually that you can save or invest, because most of those companies give you what you call stock options and different things like that.
Can I say something?
Yes,
A
ma'am.
lot of
Go ahead.
people that have these jobs, teacher salaries, nurses,
They don't make money.
they don't, but we need them. So you're saying people who are on the hundreds of thousands, teachers make about £40,000 less, £30,000 a year. Nurses are on about 27 to 35,000 pounds a year.
Depends on where they are.
It depends on where they are, but for public sector workers, that's why there's so many strikes going on. It's because they're underpaid. Now
That is in England.
you have, your funds, and you're doing very, very well, and that's why you have this show and everything. But you have to understand, there's people who are making or just about making minimum wage with families that need to still be able to get by and have what they have. Some people have studied so hard to be a teacher because they're passionate about being a teacher. It's not the money side of things for them. Yet when they're paid, they're still underpaid. So what advice do you have for them then? How do they meet these criteria that you have, and that, how you see life? How do you expect people to see life through your eyes if they're not earning as much? So
But you
how do
can,
they?
people like those cannot depend on their salary. So if you're gonna continue to sit down in that situation, making that the under $50,000 a year, and and every day is from and to mouth situation, and you continue to do that over and over.
Some people can't
uh,
just get up and make hundreds of thousands of
no, no,
pounds.
no, no, no. That's not what I'm saying. Okay, so they are going to listen to program like this, and we are going to give them option. We are going to give them different place.
You
Show
can,
them how they can be able to turn over that little dollar by putting away. You always have to find a way to put away something for rainy days.
of course.
You ever heard your grandmother say that, or your mother, that you must
No,
always put away
that is
something for
definitely
rainy
true.
days?
That is definitely true. But then
So
you have the different clashing with the different cultures, and then the Jamaican cultures. We are so proud. Our people are filled with pride. So you tend to see that they come into a little money, and before they decide that, okay, I'm going to put away something, they want that Nike shoes, they want that jersey, they want that iPhone, they want that MacBook. Regardless if they have to suffer for the 1 month, they are going to get it. And that is the thing. We need to educate these people to let them know, if you save this or if you put away this and you invest, you'll be able to afford a lot of those things, everything and more. You just need to do it the right way.
okay, I'm gonna give you an example of something that happened in 1980, in 19 no, sorry, in 2008,
Mm-hmm.
2007, 2008 and 9. Amy, do you remember when the stock market and everything crashed?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
All
when the
right,
rest
you remember most of those banks, like the major banks, they have like Chase,
recession.
Bank of America, Citibank, and most of those bank stock went down to like about 25 cents and 15 and cents. All right, okay, I'm gonna show you why people need to be educated financially.
All right.
Most of the people, if we are taking 1 month of our rent, 1 month of our mortgage, or even 1 week of our salary, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and bought into those stocks, do you know that you would be multi-millionaire right now?
But there is no one to even really guide them in
Okay.
that
All
direction.
right.
That
Okay.
is
No, no,
missing.
no, 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 no. There have been people that guiding our people ever since from they were born until now. Most of our people, as you mentioned, they lend they lend what you call now a blind eyes to everything. That when you talk like this, the way we are talking right now, the same guy that will go there and buy a Nike shoes basically for that amount of money and cannot afford buy a MacBook for something that is not gonna earn he or she money or buy something. We have to come to our senses and realize who are even the people that we are supporting. Every money that we spend right now, our money should be going into the right place.
Mm-hmm.
So we can't let ignorance continue to run our generation and come down to us. We have to break that generational curse. It's a curse, you know. It's a generational curse because why one set of people are in this situation and then you see other people out there flourishing. So it's something that you guys have the opportunity now to break that from our family line to say that okay, it stops with me, and I'm gonna try to find ways and means to let my generation become better than me and their generation. So you start to build that platform, and it will be something that continue to build from generation to generation. So this platform is going to afford people and give people the opportunity for them to start to hear some good things. People in the music industry, people in the legal industry, all of those different things that we are bringing to this platform, people will
Mm-hmm.
be able to learn. And if you get the right information and you don't want to do anything about that, then you're a fool.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, Mr. Walker, with that said, I really, really thank you so much for your input. It was greatly appreciated. And so we're just going to shift a little bit, and I'm going to ask you or ask my panelists this question. All right. So I'm just throwing it out there. Let's say that, you're here, you're working, you're trying to make ends meet. So this is the scenario: you're working, you're trying to make ends meet, but you have some debts. You come into some money, right? What do you suggest that you do with this money? You've never held this amount of money before. What do you do? Do you
It's a good
save it
question.
or do you clear your debts? Go right ahead, Yasmin.
I would say clear your debts first of all because you don't want anything over your head.
Mm-hmm.
Then work on saving on whatever, but build up your credit. When you build up your credit, when you pay off your debts, you start to build up your credit. So then you're able to invest and take out investments and this, that, the next. If you have a debt, you can't invest because why would you invest when you have something to pay off? Once you've cleared your debt, build up your credit. So then if you do go to the bank, if you do go to somewhere to take out a loan or whatever, they will be able to give it to you because they're trusting you to use your money wisely. You can't use your money
Wonderful.
wisely if you're in debt.
Yes, correct. Correct. Before we go to Mr. Walker, because we know he's very passionate in his speeches, we're gonna jump right to Amy. Amy, before Amy, Alexa, do you have anything to add to what Yasmin said before we go to Amy?
I mean, that is a tough situation for a lot of people because not a lot of people are educated on how to manage their money properly. So people might want to tend to spend it or find some other ways to invest it to try and increase it, and then probably end up losing the money regardless. So
And I
her
believe that's what
is
most of us do is that we try to increase the money first and then clear the debts, and that is
yeah.
true.
So
You
the
know,
best option is definitely to clear the debt first and then see what you have left to kind of build on.
all right, Amy, you're up.
Woohoo. So I heard a lot of good answers that I probably should have given, like clear my debt, which would probably be a good one. But
Try.
that's
There's
probably
nothing
going
wrong.
to be in the afterlife, and so um, I like to go towards things that I think are creative and yet can make me more money. And so I'll give a good example of this is
Mm-hmm.
I rationalize getting lighting equipment because I'm like, well, hey, you have your face on the web so much, you will make the money back because it's an investment. Now, there is like a little bit of a guilty pleasure because it's definitely something I wanted, but it's almost like you're writing tax write-offs for yourself. And so anything that I can get that I think I will get a return back on something, not just getting a purse or shoes, which are fantastic, and I probably do that too, but equipment or something that you can get a return on, buying a website, setting up a fantastic show, all of these things that inevitably get a return.
All right. So we have clearing the debts, investing after, and then we acknowledge the idea that we could increase the money and then clear the debt. And then we have the idea that if you have a business and you have the debt, make the business work for you so that you can clear the debt by purchasing the necessities. So, Mr. Walker, I need you to add to that.
It's just one word. It's just one word regarding to that. Um, and I said it is just an individual thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's just to invest that money and make sure that when you're investing that money, you invest it at a safe place. Actually, there's a few places regarding to investment that is safe. So you have to make sure that you choose the safe place. And then the interest that you get from that, I would use that to pay off the debt, to build up my credit, and to do everything else. So for me, I don't see the sense in building up my credit, paying off bills when I can use that, which will give me less of that money. So I'm gonna use a lot of my money to pay off the debts and to build up credit and to do other things, when I could actually put all of that money into a good investment, and then the interest from that investment would be able to start paying my rent, or paying my mortgage, paying my car note, paying everything else, paying off my debt, building up my credit. Because you know why? If you have that money, you're not gonna need to borrow any money from anybody. So I don't need to I don't need to fix up my credit, because I don't need any bank anymore to lend me any money. So I don't need to do that. And paying my debt, look, clearing up what people that I owe. Look, if I die, that goes to the grave with me, and I leave the rest of money to my generation. I don't care about no paid up, no bank debt, or anybody debt, or no market. The rest of it is leave for my generation to come. What I owe goes to the grave with me, if there's such a thing.
Glenroy Walker.
Tell us how you really feel.
And and honestly, I'm gonna say this. I appreciate this coming from you as an older person to just kind of just tell us what you really think. So you are basically saying, invest that money, let it grow for you, pause the debt. It will get paid off eventually. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, because the interest that you are getting from that, is going to be able to
garner interest.
Huh?
Hold on.
Doesn't it take time for you to garner interest on your investment?
No.
Depends on how you
Only when you have your money in the wrong place. The wrong place. Let me tell you something, guys. Listen to this, and you guys that are a part of this, people are going to ask you later on. Oh, Alex, I know you're a part of that financial platform. Can you give me some advice as where to put my money? We all have to go learn in the future, and while we are talking, we need to do researches, because we have to be able to advise people as to where to put their money, and the places that Alex maybe just mentioning is what our generation have been trained and taught over the years to put our money. Banks, credit union, all of those different places that yield no interest. If the interest that you get, you end up losing it back if the market goes.
Okay. So guys, and this goes out to everybody. Would you agree then that there are just some things that we would have to basically unlearn, because some of the stuff that we are being taught to do is just basically benefiting society rather than benefiting us as an individual?
I know you are just being nice a while ago when you said we have to unlearn. It's not a bad word. All of us should be unlearning right now, because we were taught right up to college. What's the first school you go to? Kindergarten, right?
I went to
preschool. Okay, just imagine. Listen to this, guys. Preschool goes from age 1 month. 1 month goes up to age 6 and 7, right? Fine. And then elementary from 7 to 12 or 13. Then high school from 12, 13 to what? About 17, 16, 17, 18. And then college again goes up. Look, all of your life, almost 25 years of your life, nobody teach you how money works. Oh my God. Do you know, sir, by the help of God, why some of us is even still alive and not even homeless right now?
Facts. God alone carry me through life right now. God alone.
Yeah. Because nobody, if people did let us know how money work, we wouldn't even go to student loan. We wouldn't be doing some of the things that we are doing right now. Because you know what our parents and the society have been telling us from day one? Go to school, get a good education, get a good job.
Yes,
and, and
work
working
in
for
someone's
somebody else.
company.
And look, when you do all of what, listen to this, when you do all of what your parents and society taught you, and you do all of the right things, and you get your diploma, your certificate, your diploma, your bachelor, your masters, and your doctorate, nobody even want to pay you for what you really worth. Do you understand how messed up the world is? So we got to use this platform now to start to teach our young people to start to reprogram the mindset of our people. And even regarding to school right now, we're gonna have to find a way to infiltrate the school system, the educational system, to let them know that they need to start to teach finance from a child. Before you reach 12, you need to start to learn finance.
Can I say, in a lot of schools now, they teach economy as a subject, right?
It have
Mhm.
always been there. It have always been there.
So it needs to just be pushed as a subject. Another thing is, coming from someone who is an educator and is in teaching, I teach business, I teach finance and English. I will tell you, Mr. Walker, you're not pro school and education, and I understand that, and that's your opinion. But a lot of people have to go to school to be where they are. How
To
do
Agreed.
be, to be where? To be where?
you now have
To be
a
where?
battle with somebody, and someone's taken your money, or they're trying to sue you? You need a good lawyer, and that good lawyer went to university, done their master's.
Oh, okay.
Better
That's
call
no.
Sal.
All right. Look here. That's a different thing now.
It's
That's
not.
a
It's
different
all
thing
about
because
education.
you're talking about a profession now, that those people are self-employed.
Education, no, because not all lawyers are self-employed. They come from firms.
But they are they can be self-employed.
They
Education,
can be, but they had an educational background to get to where they
you need to have
are.
an education to
No,
be a It's
look here. You could have eliminated a lot of the subjects and become an attorney.
Like what?
You need
I,
math and English to become an
Mr.
attorney.
Walker,
100%.
Well, let me ask you
Walker,
something. Can
the
I
way
ask you
of the world,
why do you need maths even to become an attorney?
Because we use numbers in every part of our day. We don't even
Every single
realize
part of
how
our
much
All
day.
the
right.
math do.
Okay. So that's where the educational system start to break down now. Right now, because there are certain things that you did not have to learn, and all of those subjects that people are learning, that when they come out of college, it's not benefiting them. They should not be paying for all of those kind of things. It's a money making thing for the educational system, for the government, for the school, and whoever own that. Basically, that's how the system
Become a
set up from day
professional.
one.
To become a professional,
excuse me, can
you
I
need
just
to
make
have
an
an
inject?
education.
Let me just interject just real quick. Mr. Walker, we just spoke about people not knowing what to do and how to do it. How do you think they're going to be getting that knowledge? Because even if they subscribe to us, we are teaching them something or helping them along the way for
All
something.
right.
Which
All
they
right.
should do.
Let me.
Subscribe right down below.
All right.
Literally,
All right. Here what happened. When we launch our trade schools across the world, we are gonna show people that they can come at our trade school and they don't need to learn anything. They don't need to learn those subjects and learn about certain a lot of these things that you are actually learning in school. You do not need that to become a multimillionaire.
But
Yes,
I'm
you
going to
do.
take it in a different direction. Something you have to unlearn, in my opinion, is when you're stuck in a 9-to-5 job and you have to kind of take the leap to go towards your own business. It doesn't mean quit right away. Sometimes it does mean eventually quitting, but
Right.
kind of actually going away towards having someone else as your boss and becoming your boss. I find that is often something people need to unlearn.
Right, and that's what you call internship. So
Sure.
that's what you're talking about, right, Amy?
Sure. I think some people get stuck so much in the 9-to-5 rut that it is very hard to do what they actually want to do. and so it's sometimes taking that leap. So say you want to be a film producer or you want to be a programmer, and you are stuck being just a manager of something at like you're in retail or something, and sometimes it's hard to take that leap to go to a much more like your own CEO position, because people don't know where to begin sometimes, even
And
though they
and
want to.
and one of the reasons for that now is the same 9 to 5 situation. Because here what happened, I sympathize with everybody like that find themselves in that situation. Because here what happened, I'm going to use myself as an example. And many people like myself that leaves our country to come to the United States. And most of us came here because either we have family here, friends here, or we heard about that at one time America used to be a place that we thought when you land at the airport, you'll be basically landing on gold. And then the trees, you have money falling off the trees. So it was like land of opportunity. That's what is being sold to most of the people that are not living in America, that were not born in America. That America is a land of opportunity, which it is. But a lot of people came here and got trapped in the system. The system. So, and you cannot blame them. So this is what happened. As soon as you came to America, and this is like most of the people, you came to friends and family. So whatever you brought with you as gift, as soon as that is finished, it's time for you to go on your own. So your friends and your family that you have in this country, as soon as the fried fish is finished, the bami and all of those gifts that you brought here, and as soon as it reach your first, your second, your third, or your fourth week, it's time for you to go on your own. It's time for you to start to pay some bills because you are burning lights, you're running water, and now you realize that all of these things is things that you need to contribute to. So listen to this now. No, you get a little job. And most of the jobs in the United States and like most of the world, you're being underpaid. So Amy, you go and you get a little apartment for yourself. You can barely pay the rent or pay your utility bill. So yeah, what happened? So those same people that came here with that zeal, enthusiasm, and everything about starting their own business, you realize that one day you miss work, you can't pay one of your bill. You understand?
Okay.
So these people get stuck into the system. So there got to be a different way for us to educate. I guess you guys are over there enjoying my accent, right? You're loving it, right?
Understand where fried fish and bambi came from.
No, but it's reality. People like at my home now. My home now. The limited time for you to stay at my home right now is 1 week.
Oh, so you have a time limit on people staying at your house?
Is that for the kids?
Yeah?
Is that for your kids?
No, not for my kids. For my own. Because what happened after a person lives into your house for 1 month in here, they become they become tenant.
Okay.
And they after a certain period of time, they can live in your house for the rest of their life, and you can't get them out.
Oh,
Like
I
an
want you to
Airbnb?
put me out, Mr. Walker.
Huh?
I want you to put me out.
No. You will be safe here. Don't worry yourself. As soon as the week finish, I find you a hotel.
If not, then we can go to the boarding school for the trade school, make it a boarding school, and we just stay there.
Trade school is very important in this day and time, and we have to reprogram
But I
and
have to ask, Mr. Walker, you mentioned trade school, but isn't that still teaching? Isn't that education? Isn't that being certified? Isn't that being certified to do something to earn money? You were saying no
Yeah.
to school,
Yeah.
but you are
Yeah.
No,
But you don't need to go. You don't need to go spend the millions of dollars to go to college.
Yeah, but persons who want to do trade can go to your trade school, but then the person who wants to do other things like
Like what? What
being
like
a
what?
marketing, being a doctor, wanting to
Yeah, I understand that because I'm not gonna be we're not gonna have a person. Okay, there are certain things that you know that people have to go and get a certain type of the colonial system education, which is people that want to be a doctor, nurses, teachers, and so forth. That's why they should be paid properly. That's why the system should pay them good money.
well, it is the money that persons are being paid, and we already know this, Mr. Walker. They tie everything to the rates of the day and the fluctuation of the value of the Jamaican dollar or the value of the US dollar. So they pay you based according to the cultural estimated cost. I don't know if that's the right way of saying it, but I think you understand what I'm trying to say. Anybody has another way of saying it? Because I don't want to be incorrect on live.
No, you can't. No. All of us right now, have the leniency to make to be incorrect. This is not
Okay.
this show basically is not factual. All of the different things that we had, but remember
Word could have went
that
anywhere.
it's a test. We can make mistake, and that's what we are doing now. We are training to out there. We are later on. Remember that we are going to be bringing people on our platform that basically will be able to be talking about the legal system, to be talking about even the same education that we're talking about, and all of those different things. By the way, can you name some of the things that can you give us the topic of some of the things that we are going to be discussing in the future? Monique, I think you have a list of them. Let me
Yeah, I
see.
do have a list. The list is, give me 1 second, let me pull it up.
And while you are doing that, please remember out there to like, helps us in the algorithm, and subscribe and join the Money Talk Show family.
I would like you to teach. I would like you to teach me to do that love thing there. I don't even know what finger you guys are even using. Is it this finger? You coming like this?
I guess it's
Alright.
I use 4 and then 1. Guess you can do it.
Wow, I like that one, Amy. Oh, you do it like this?
Yes, there you go.
Oh, okay.
Woohoo!
You see, you're never too old to learn. And by the way,
Exactly.
next
Exactly, that's
month,
good education. There you go.
the 28th of next month will be my 65th birthday.
I was gonna say 37.
I just need to push up this a little bit more. Look at this.
All right, guys, let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. So the topics that we will be discussing are: we will have a legal focus topic where we will talk about everything legal. We have health and nutrition, music, sports, real estate, as well as current affairs and politics. I would also like to add to this that we're going to be throwing in branding and marketing discussions as well as how to build up small businesses, as well as investment.
And sports is one of them. Sports.
I just said
You did mention sports and entertainment, right?
right. So I said
Okay.
music, sports. I guess we could just say entertainment just to cover everything.
Right. Okay. So and remember what we are trying to do, ladies and gentlemen. For most of you that are disenfranchised, or that you think you are being disenfranchised, in whether you are in the entertainment industry, in the legal industry, in education, health and nutrition, all of those different things that we are going to bring in on this platform is things that will be able to benefit you, and you will be able to, and all of these things, if you need financing, we are on this platform will be able to help you to get financing for your business, If you are a startup company, we will be able to guide you, help you to get financing, direct you, because we on this platform, or should I say, in our company, we have all of these professional people that can be able to guide you, accountants, attorneys, funders. We can be able to show you, or you can get funding from the banking system, because we have professional people in our system to do that. So whatever, if you want to start a business, young entrepreneurs that are out there, you have the mindset, and this is the direction that we are steering you right now, is for you to have your own business, help to employ other people that do not want to have their own business until they get the opportunity to run their own business. So we are we're encouraging entrepreneurship. So this platform is all about that, all about generational legacy. So we are here to try to repair, to re-educate, to reprogram all of the mistake that our culture and our foreparents have been going through, and us ourselves had it passed down to us. We are here to see how we can use this platform to make some of those things right, about religion, about politics, all of those different kind of things. We need to help you to make good decision for the future, that your children and their children can be able to start to do things properly, better than the way that we are doing it right now. So that's what this platform is all about. So share, tell your friend, and we are doing what you call, this is our second day of the training party. We are gonna be doing training party right up until we're ready to do the pre-launch. So we would like to have about a couple 100,000 people by the time we reach our launch, and you are going to help us to do that. You're going to tell your friends and your family, those of you that are watching us on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram and Twitter and LinkedIn and all of those different platforms. There are some other platforms that I know that I don't know anything about. Amy, can you tell us about some of those platforms that I didn't even call?
Don't forget to follow on Twitch.
And Twitch. And there's one of them that Amy is working to get us on. I think it named what, Patreon?
And follow our soon-to-be Patreon so that you can subscribe and earn perks while supporting the channel.
Oh, and there's going to be so many different things. Guys, for those of you that are out there that are looking to either purchase a home anywhere in the world, look, gone are those days that you just buy a house and then you have like I have a house in Jamaica, Amy, that I have to leave from here to go to Jamaica to open the door to let in somebody. To open my, so gone are those days. Delta Smart Home now are going to let you stay in the United States, in Canada, anywhere in the world. Open your door by just go on your phone, press a button, your door is open. You want to adjust the water temperature, the AC, the whatever you have in your house, and there's gonna be, I think we're gonna have a list of the different things. But your house can be able to talk to you. Have you ever seen those movies back in the days where the house will be talking to people?
Sure.
The house is going to be talking to you, and it's going to have panic rooms. Everything is electrical. You can control the AC. You can control the water temperature. You can control the opening of the windows and the doors. It's fully automatic. So we are offering smart homes here in Jamaica.
Open your gate. Open your gate. Open your door. Open your turn on the light. Turn off the light. Adjust all of those different temperature. And the only place you can have that, we are number one in the world right now for smart homes. And those of you that are watching or listening to us in Ghana, we will be in Ghana very soon. We are going to be in the Caribbean. We are launching in Jamaica very soon. And so we are also coming with our own energy, with our own internet system. So your house basically will be off the grill in a very smart way. Help you to save money, help you to save time, And what else? It's a money talking platform. So if we are not here to help you to save, do you understand how this just work together? So with all of what we are even offering in the smart home is to help people to save money. Because
Right,
Who
one
doesn't
of
because the
love
lights
that?
will be on
right,
solar as well.
yeah, can you imagine? I heard in Jamaica have the highest electricity bill in the world. That is
Highest rate of
crazy.
electricity.
So Jamaica is one of the places that we are launching soon, and I want those of you that are listening to tell your friends and your family that Delta smart homes are coming to your neighborhood.
Thank you
Woohoo,
for
and
that, Mr. Walker. Go right ahead, Amy.
I
Woohoo!
will say woohoo. Thank you so much for Nick. This is our last 10 minutes on the panel before we kind of have our outro statements and head out. But it's been a fantastic episode number 2, a second training party. I'm just going to hand it right back over to the panel. This is the last 10 minutes. If you want to get questions for each other or statements out from yourself. Woohoo.
And can you tell those folks out there that if they want to send in question, there's a section there that they can send in their opinion, their question, and whatever. Just make it very positive and make it very constructive and so forth. Let us know what we can do to kind of to reach more people and to educate more people. So just give us some and if they are professional people in your own rights and some of the things that we are talking about, you can reach out to us. We will have you on the show and we can let you be a part of this great family. This is an awesome family. Ladies and gentlemen, look at these beautiful ladies. And you're going to see some handsome young men coming as a part of this family very soon. So every week you're going to be getting something new.
We have Brad Pitt on the next
Oh
episode.
my God! Yeah, I know I think we have.
No, not quite.
I think Brad Pitt just jumped off the table behind Amy.
Yes, he did. Yes.
Tell him I said hi.
I will.
It's her cat.
Come on. Okay, so
They are quite adorable. I'll give you.
Alex.
What happened?
Oh,
so we have a
we
few
still
minutes.
have a few minutes. I will say with our outros, we'll get our full screened. It'll be all big faced and everything. But Glenroy, do you have any final questions for the panel?
Why?
You know, guys, I talk a lot and
Exactly.
I'm so glad that I cannot be like a host, because I only talk about things that what I know, and I give my own opinion about things. But at the same time, when it comes down to the financial market and how to make money, I know a lot about that. You will have some financial people that say that they are financial coach, and they will call themselves some sophisticated name. But even some of them need to be educated because they have learned from the system. And the system, if you see what is happening in the world right now, and we have so many financial specialists, financial coaches, the world would have been a better place if these people didn't know what they're talking about. Because some of them is gonna tell you, oh, put your money into the insurance, put your money into the and the stock market, put your money there. And do you know the calls that I'm getting every day? Mr. Walker, can you tell us where we can put our money right now? Because the stocks are falling. 401k is there. All of these, the IRA, the this, the that. Then you have places like some of those institutions that is stealing people money. I don't understand. Or you end up putting your money in some of those institutions and you realize that they are a bag of crooks. I don't know. And yet the system, but what really happened, the system is really like that. The banking system is not really there for the lower or the middle class people. They are really there for the rich. That's why most of the money that the banks make is our fees. They make fees for the bounce check. They make fees if you're late. They make fees of everything. You understand? And then they take your money and they you deposit your money and make money on top of your money and don't give you any of the interest. They are a bag of crooks. You understand? But what happened is legal. It's a legal Ponzi scheme. It's a legal system that they have there that have the law to protect them. But it is not right for us and for our people.
And all right, I think with that, we're going to start to switch into the closing statements. If I'm just going to use some, thank you so very much. And with that, money, it makes the world go round. When we manage it correctly, it can help create our dreams or be our Achilles heel when we mismanage our funds. Thus, securing, keeping, and investing money is fundamental to making sure we can achieve our goals. This channel, this show, and the hosts that you have met tonight are here to help you think about the financial decisions we make in everyday life. That becomes the lifestyle of our success in our projects, our community, and of course, our bank accounts. With that, before we head out, I am going to hand it to each individual host so they can reintroduce and say goodbye temporarily before and what they want to tell you about talking about what money means to them and any fun that is about to come.
Money answereth all things. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you know, money is one of the key part of our existence. My name is Glenn Roy, and I would like you guys to continue to tune in. I will be one of them that will be talking about money on this platform.
My name is Momo, and money is a medium of exchange that is widely accepted in transactions for goods and services as well as debts, and it plays a critical role in modern economies. So, with that said, I want to thank you guys for watching and thank you so much for just sticking around, and we will see you again tomorrow.
Hi guys, my name is Alex, and money is our modern commodity. We need it for everything, and this podcast will definitely help us to understand and manage it way better.
Hi guys, my name's Yasmin. Money is extremely important. It is a necessity, and I feel like this show is going to help not only people who are learning about money, but people who already have money, how to understand to manage it, and to just really educate themselves on understanding the ways of the world when it comes to financial stability.
You're muted.
I have to at least do that once a podcast. It's like a USB. With that, thank you for joining us on Money Talk Show Training Party 2, which is where we had fun introducing you to our hosts while talking about the decisions that make us successful. I want to thank tonight's hosts, Alexandria, Yasmin, and Monique, along with our executive producer, Glenn Roy, and myself, Amy, is sending you love. If you enjoy the show, please don't forget to hit that like button on YouTube. This upvote helps the algorithm send our content out to new people, building our audience. people like you.
Oh, no.
Woohoo! That's okay, because we have a fantastic theme song. People like you, but also subscribe if you like joining the Money Talk Show family, and then hitting that bell icon so you get more of us in your feed by seeing our premieres and joining our live streams like many of the fantastic episodes soon to come as we bring you expertise and experience talking about money. Good night.
Is it off?
Yeah, and I've been ending it, but like